Howdy, folks. I'm back. It's been a crazy couple weeks traveling. I've just run our Korea Nationals, which went extremely well. Obviously, that was a little bit draining, but now I'm back to continue the sixth episode of my Fireside Chats. I'm just chilling outside right now, and I kind of want to just do some fast questions that you guys shot me a few weeks ago. The first one, I think a couple of you asked a similar question about whether I'm interested in building something like a new version of the Pro Series or higher level meets. And if I become president, yes, I do think that's on my agenda. Of course, our grassroots level does constitute the vast majority of our membership base. However, even if you are grassroots level and not the elite level, you still want an elite level competition to look forward to, whether that's just as a fan of the sport or a spectator or rooting for your best lifter, or if you're aspiring to get to that level. So yes, I'm not saying we're gonna copy what's out there already. I do think we have to sit down and brainstorm some creative methods to make that exciting. But yeah, and that kind of leads me to one of the other questions, which is how am I gonna build relationships with sponsors? And that is actually a very high priority, because with the right sponsors, we can put on much better shows. We can put on these elite level, kind of like invitational type competitions. And I want to attract, the best lifters from across the world. And of course, in order to do so, we need incentives. Of course, there is the incentive of having such a great competition with high production value. But hey, prize money, that looks good too, feels good for the lifters. And in order to do so, we need to partner up with companies like A7. I'm looking forward to working hand in hand with them more and more. We already do. And I would love to craft our own unique version of a super high level invitational meet. It doesn't have to be just once a year. Again, I'm just spitting out ideas, but maybe like a seasonal thing where we kind of have a revised version of the Pro Series. That'd be great. And of course, things have to make sense financially, but the point is, meets like that are marketing tools as well, right? Like, it's not just like a tangible value of whether we get a return on it immediately, but more eyes on the sport means more people entering the sport. And if we're at the forefront of that, of course, that helps bring in USAPL members. So yes, I would love to do that. And of course, on the other hand, we have IDFPA, our international outlet. Of course, I want to grow that and also attract our elite lifters there. And I do want to be as inclusive as possible. I think one of the ideas we're going with is that, instead of just having like one or maximum two lifters per weight class representing each country, we should just be attracting the best of the best, and as many of them as we can. And in the spirit of our US Raw Nationals, which is like, a huge spectacle of building a huge community and getting people from all across the country together, my goal is to kind of mimic that at the IDFPA level, of course, which is more difficult internationally. But I'm all up for a challenge, and I think this sport is about bringing the community together. So yes, that's on my agenda. One of the other questions I think is, are we going to rebuild the website, or do I have plans on pushing in that direction? I've spoken with people on our team already who are kind of keen on that. And, it's not my expertise. I'm not like a website developer. I'm familiar with the concepts, but I do believe we should streamline our website, modernize it a bit. For instance, I think we have too many websites. Like, we have like a main homepage, and then we have a records page, and then we have like a membership portal. And I've spoken with people within USAPL who do already want to consolidate that. So I think that's kind of already in the works. And you guys know me, I'm obsessed with technology and whatnot. I would love to modernize and streamline everything possible. All right, trying to keep this under 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna be flying out to Atlanta in a couple days. So I will see you there, and hopefully I'll have at least one more episode until the big day. All right, thank you for your time. Peace.